Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the show. My name is Tony. This is the 15-minute gaming channel, and today we had an official gameplay trailer for the day before. So you might know I've covered this before. We've had a look at two trailers in the past. This is the official gameplay. So this is kind of unedited, raw gameplay of how the game actually works rather than like scripted. Well, some parts seem a tad scripted, but apart from that, it's 10 minutes. 2 minutes at the beginning is just someone talking, 10 minutes of gameplay. So what we're going to do is have a bit of a reaction, talk about what's going on, stop in some key places, discuss as we go. I will put a link to the full video from IGN in the description, so if you just want to check it out without me talking over the top of it, you can. And before we start, just remember, if you like the video, don't forget to like. Definitely don't forget to subscribe and click that bell notification so you can keep note of when videos go live. And if you think someone might like this video, give it a share. Right, let's press play. So yeah, I said the first bit was just some guy talking. So we start off the trailer with two cars. This is the kind of SnowRunner-esque style. Which is, you've got your terrain deformation, you've got realistic handling vehicles. We'll turn that down just a tiny bit just so we can hear what's going on. So pretty bog standard until this part where they start going through a bit of mud. So you can see here, that vehicle seems to be handling these a lot better than this one. Nice graphics though. I like the way you can see the splashes and the divots, and when there's a log there, it does go over the log as well. I guess looking at it, it's kind of, this is your road. You can see it's laid out by tracks. So I probably guess you can't go too far off that. I mean, I don't know, but I guess there seems to be a lot of handy logs in the way though, so you can go over them. Physics so far look all right. I mean, it's a bit bouncy. A little bit more bouncy than what you'd expect, but yeah, you can see it there getting stuck in the mud as it kind of drives around. That other car's just like, screw you, I'm going. I don't care there's zombies around, we're just going out there. There's no fake communication in this, like kind of, you know, as you saw in the last trailer, there's none of that going on. This is just pure gameplay without that. Here we have a crashed plane, which I guess is just environmental. They don't stop to check it out, but it has obviously like the route through the middle of it. Be interested to see if there would be loot or zombies hanging around there, or are they confined to certain areas within the game? I don't know. That it's one of them things. There he almost goes flying in the back of the other car. You can see here the terrain deformation here on this side and this side though. So you can see the tracks left by the other car. Very deep mud. Not quite up to SnowRunner levels, but you wouldn't expect that anyway. Sound effects when it hits the mud sound quite good. You can see the fuel gauge in the corner does drop as the car goes with the other meters on this side, which is called stamina and sort of thirst. So here's our first point of interest, which is a gas station or rest stop, or however you want to say it. This is where we're going to see our first bit of combat in the game. So it's proper unedited combat with weapons. We'll stop it when it gets to there, and I'll stop talking so you can kind of gauge how the weapons work and stuff. So you can see here this guy's suffered 2 flat tires, which will become relevant later on. So you can see they have actually flattened out at the bottom there. And he's making his way over. He's checking out this car, which seems to be damaged in the distance. Doesn't seem to do much else. Just kind of checks it out. What I do find weird is in a bit you will see zombies come from over there, but when you look there, didn't seem to be anything there. So I don't know if they're kind of spawning or they hide in bushes. Heads towards this police car, and we're going to see our first bit of combat. So I'll turn it up just so you can hear the weapons. So yeah, looking at our first bit of combat there, 2 guns, quick swap. He took the first guy out with the sort of machine gun type thing, then swapped to his pistol. The zombie that hit him in the back didn't seem to be close enough when he hit the guy. Like, he didn't seem to be in range. Also, where did he come from? There was none around here when he pulled up. So I don't know where that zombie came from or why it hit him. But also 2 zombies went down at once. So you notice when you took the first zombie out, the second zombie went down as well. So bullet penetration maybe, or was it supposed to do that? I don't know. You can hear the other guy in the background firing off rounds as well at other zombies. No communication going on here. I guess that's another human control player and not AI. It's never pointed out. They never talk. You can see the ammo counter in the bottom here. Very basic one. It is very early access with the Coca-Cola truck there. And then the guy there has been taking out some more zombies. Like, where did that zombie come from? It wasn't visible when he was here looking downwards. So, I don't know if they maybe spawn in or how it works, but he then goes in the truck, so you'll see the torch, which is actually quite impressive. The torch actually seems to work quite well. When you search an item, it looks like you just hold F, and we have the first look at the infantry system here. So you can see primary head, body, legs, secondary backpack, and armor. Kind of Tarkov-esque, I guess, but things only seem to take up 1 slot. Also, we're stacking as well, so it doesn't like you have to like unstack things and have loads of room. 45 infantry spaces. I don't know if that can be upgraded or anything. Does the backpack make a difference? Can you store things if you can't do that? And then you can see the loot down on the bottom there for that item there. So I guess you'll be able to store stuff. It's Christmas in this game, so you know, first thing you can see the Christmas decorations and the Christmas lights. Now thinking about going in, opens the shop up. It's very, very dark apart from them Christmas lights. And I don't know how the Christmas lights would be on if there's no electricity, but let's not cover that. Flicks the electrics on. The music kicks in, which, if you're recording, it'll probably get demonetized at some point. When you're searching things, it looks like, there you go. So you can see there, he pulled out a drink, some food, which you'd expect from a fridge. So I do like that it's sort of to what would be in that item. And then you can see there, what he pulled out there, we'd expect to maybe be in a toolbox. And out of a bag as well as what you'd expect to come out of maybe a bag. Like, I don't know why you would want a cassette deck and a cassette player, but you never know. I remember cassettes. I know most of you watching this are probably way too young to remember cassettes, but yeah, I bought some I wouldn't admit to. But yeah, some of the first songs I listened to were on cassette back in the day. Then it obviously goes to CD, mini disc. Google it. So you can see here the car has 2 flat tires. So now we're going to have a look at the mechanical side. So he's collected some resources. So you'll actually be able to fix this with the car repair kit. So if we have a look at the other items on here, crafting bandages, splints, I would guess. Traps, spike traps, maybe to trap other cars. Explosives. Could it be smoke bombs? Could that be explosives maybe? Molotov cocktails and the car repair kit. You can see there's the material. So he needs isolate tape, metal, and a toolbox. He picked all that up from the toolbox inside the building when he was in there. And then he's fixed that one up to 60%. Now, I was a bit confused at this point. I was like, why hasn't that changed? But he seems to have to fix both sides before it changes. And then just bounces up. Wheels fixed, car fixed. In there, jumps in his car. I can't see. I'm guessing this is the health bar here for the car, maybe. But it didn't seem to go back up to 100 there. And it didn't seem to drop below 60. So I don't know where the health bar for the car would be. Or is it just something that's you don't really see? Graphically wise, I like the lighting effects. I think the lighting effects look quite good. And look, all the street lights aren't necessarily on. Which again is pretty good. Because that's what you expect. And now they approach a bridge. I was a bit worried here. I was like, please don't make this bridge collapse. You know, it's one of the things I hate about the Tomb Raider games. Like, you'd approach this in Tomb Raider and you can guarantee every single time you approach it, it would fall down. But no. Can you repair it? Can you fix it? I doubt it. It looks more environmental. But yeah, you can see the street lights there with the nice little arc of light going down. And they're approaching this farmhouse. Sort of a barn and farmhouse. He gets his binoculars out again, I believe, here. Yeah, gets his binoculars, checks it out. You can see there's no, well, you can't really see there's no zombies, but this year might be interested in heading over to the barn. If you've ever watched The Walking Dead, you know not to approach a barn, because that's where they keep all the dead things. Was that season 2, I think? Where they had a barn full of dead zombies? Pretty sure it was. Pretty sure it was. and then they move on. So you can see these vehicles on the side of the road like there. I don't know, they don't approach any, so might they be fixable, or they're just assets? Can you take them? Can you scavenge them for parts? You can see a bit of break in the fence there. The fence broke quite realistically. You can see the individual logs falling down. Again, I quite like. We've got a lovely cornfield here. I mean, if I just pause there, look at the light off there. It moves as you walk through. I love the foggy aspect. Dead Matter did that as well, but a little bit too much. But here, I think it really adds to the atmosphere of the game. Looking at that fog, I think it looks really, really good. So yeah, we're moving over to this barn. Still no communication, so I still presume this is a human player. Just knocked out the horrible communication. Vaulting, so you're able to vault over things. I got vaccinated, which everyone's putting on their social media. As soon as you got a vaccination, you've got to put that picture up. Got a dead horse cow thing there with flies around. Nothing in there. He doesn't check the stalls. So I don't know, would there be loot there? Who knows? Heck. Maybe loot only in boxes and crates rather than lying around. There was a zombie to the left. He used stealth to get past. So it looked like the zombie didn't see him. I presume he can get silenced weapons. I like the way the corn bends when he's, well, is it corn? Grass sort of bends as he goes through. And just look at this. I mean, this was an image. Look at that. I think that just looks incredible. With the way you can see the guard rays coming down through there. The windmill just looks super spooky in the background. Like just sitting there, just, yeah. Windmills also have a bit of a spook to them, do you not think? Looks like typical America, sort of back end. And then we approach this house. Now, this does have one feature. When I saw it, I was like, I like it. So when he opens the door, there's actually an alarm. So as soon as he enters, the alarm's going off. And that's what you would kind of expect. I mean, I don't know if you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, if you're about to set your alarm. But you can see here, there's 1, 2, 4 digits kind of used more than the rest. So I guess you could guess the code. I mean, it'll be pretty difficult to guess a 4-digit code. That's a lot of digits. Gets it wrong twice, alarm goes off. That's obviously going to attract the zombies. So the first zombie's at the door. I would have liked to seen there if the door didn't open because it was locked. Maybe shoot through the glass. Could you have took them out that way? Because I've not seen any smashing glass effects yet. They all seem to be, you know, very through doors and stuff like that. Also, the guy filming isn't the best shot. I don't know if he's playing with a controller or what, but yeah, he keeps missing the shots. But again, I think aesthetically and graphically, it looks rather smart. He's hitting them guys out there. Runs out of ammo again because he misses basically every shot. Doesn't seem to be too much variation in the zombies. They all so far look very similar. I mean, when we're talking about not scripted there, like that guy ran around the corner. These guys aren't communicating as far as I can tell. And you would have just shot at that guy when he came around the corner. So, yeah, I don't know if there was maybe scripting behind the scenes or they knew exactly what was going to happen as it went through. The environments do look good. Obviously, they've got all these creepy little mannequins around, which I guess are there to add atmosphere. But to add that horror aspect, especially a rocking horse. But again, would that be a realistic thing you would find? Possibly if someone had broken into the house. You can see searches the cabinet, the wardrobe. Nothing in there. Again, it doesn't like open up and see, but maybe you find clothing in there or shoes. Out in the distance, we have two, I guess, non-AI controlled people, so 2 human players. But I did find it weird why they approached with the sirens lights on and stuff, because that would A, attract zombies to them, and B, it lets these guys know that they're here, which I found a little bit weird. I guess they maybe heard the alarm and came over. I mean, how they don't see them 2 guys there, I don't know. Like, they were looking kind of directly at them. But it's cool that you can do that. And they head towards his bunker thing in the background. So you can see his friends trying to guess the code. But I think this guy has some sort of key card or something. Because he can just use it and press against it. straight through. I hit a bunker. And the sound as well when he closes the door. It quietens it out, and I like that. I think that's a really cool little feature. And then they're inside this bunker, and you can't really hear it, but there's like muffled sounds of crying down the bunker. Spooky, obviously. And it goes dark, fades to black, and there we go. We have the day before coming soon. So yeah, I still I'll just play it randomly. I'm still a little bit like, yeah, I'm still not 100% sure this is real. It looks amazing. I think that if they can pull this off, this could be a really good game. And I've got very good vibes of Days Gone, I think it was called. Can you remember that PS4 game? I don't know if many of you guys played it, but very much that sort of vibe mixed with the Division, obviously, from the look of it. But with the survival elements of a very good survival game, and I think the gunplay looks pretty solid. I think the infantry system looks pretty interesting. The looting looks fun. The effects and graphics all look pretty good. The fact it's multiplayer online is going to add a lot of different elements to the game as well, because you're going to have not just the zombies to worry about, but also other people and other factions out there. And I know obviously we talked in the last video, there is a safe zone where you'll be able to go and trade with other people. How big this world is, I don't know. I mean, they showed a lot of city shots. That city looked huge. And now you tell me there's this whole outside area as well. Like, that seems ambitious. Like, the level of ambition in this game from a company we've never heard of before, again, worries me a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts as we're going through. And hopefully we'll see more in the future. So what do you guys think? Put a comment in the description, the comment description for. Just comment below. Let me know what you think. Get a discussion going. Are you looking forward to it? Do you think it's going to be a massive scam, a con? Is there anything you've seen here that really interests you or whatever? So yeah, let's have a discussion. And I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.